80 degrees in Springfield, Missouri. Let's check in on the animals. This is kind of funny, I think, to me. I have the air conditioning on, but still. This one over here, he's like, meh, I don't like it. And then this one up here, it's just completely all stretched out. Hang on, I can climb up here without breaking my leg. Oh. Hey there, buddy. The funny part to me is it's warmer up here in this top bunk, and he's just laying up there like, oh, I'm so hot. Well, you should probably come down here, goofball, where it's not as hot. Come here, come down here, cutie pie. He's so cute. Oh my god. Come on down here. Come here, buddy. Come down here. Come here. Come here, kitty. Kitty. He's like, oh, it's so hot out. Rub me. That'll make me cooler. Not. Oh. You're so sleepy. Come down here where it's cooler, silly. Hey, you. He really loves being up here in the top bunk. He's always hanging out up here. Come on, cutie pie. Those nails are crazy. Look at those nails. Look at those nails. Look at that. They're really cute because some of them are black and some of them are white. Yeah. I adopted him a couple years ago. He is, I'm positive he's mostly Bengal. He's got all the markings on his body for a Bengal. A marbled Bengal. So, yeah. Alright, let's get on the road, guys. That's all I got, guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh, wait a minute. One more cute look at this one. Hi. One more thing I must say. So, as I talked about before, these animals live in this truck, as you can see. It's not a very big space. We've got this nice bed down here. This bunk up here gives them places to go. I turned the ladder. I turned it into a cat climbing tree. I just added these cutting boards and put some carpet on them. Just clamped them on here with some C-clamps so that the cats can climb up into the loft easily. And then we just have the passenger seat, and then I made a little bed up here on the dash, which both cats like to go up there and lay sometimes, not together, but one at a time. It doesn't block my view, as you can see. I can still see out the window just fine. But that's what we do. And then I usually keep a little dish up here where they can get some snacks during the day. I feed them wet food, but I'll give them this diet cat food as like a snack. And then if they want some and I'm driving, I can just reach up into this cubby and grab a little bag. I don't even have to take my eyes off the road, and I can fill that up. But we'll stop and feed them at least 3 times a day, and let the dog out every 3 or 4 hours to go to the bathroom. So it works out really well. Here's my treadmill, and they're very comfortable in here. It's much smaller than my van, obviously, much smaller. As you can see, the floor space, there's very little floor space in here, very little. And of course, in the van, I've got a huge area on the floor, much more room. But my dog, when I first adopted her, when was that? 11 years ago. She immediately moved into the truck with me and started living on the road. So she was able to adapt pretty quickly. My cat here, when I adopted him a couple years later, I was working as a local driver. So he stayed at home during the day while I worked with the dog. But then 4 years ago, I decided to go back on the road. because I realized I can go back on the road, make really good money, and I can live in the truck and not pay rent. That way I can save my money, maybe, buy a house. And I ended up, instead of buying a house, I bought the van instead. But anyway, so my older cat, it took him a little bit of adjustment living on the road in the van. It took about a month before he felt really comfortable. And then this younger cat up here that I just adopted a couple years ago, he was a kitten when I got him, 6 months old. Hang on. Hey, sweetheart. He's just a baby when I got him, and immediately put him in this truck. So he loves living in this truck. To him, this is our house. And when we're not in the truck, that's when he's not as confident. He's slowly learning to get used to the van life as well, because we live in the van when I'm not working. But every time we come back to the truck, he is really happy, because this is all he's known his whole life since he was a baby, and he thinks this is our house. And he's very, very comfortable here. He's so cute. He'll crawl up on the dash and lounge around. So he provides me with a lot of entertainment, clearly. And he's pretty wild and crazy too. Right now he's sleepy because it's daytime, but yeah. At nighttime, usually after midnight, he gets crazy. He'll start running up and down this ladder, jumping around, and then the older dog and cat are like, lay down, dude. He'll stay up half the night, kind of driving everybody nuts. But I'm just assuming when he gets a little older that that behavior will dissipate. But yeah, he's got all these markings of a Bengal. This pattern on the back of his neck here, that is a Bengal marking. And then all these stripes, and then he's got little rosettes on his belly. Let's see the belly. But when I adopted him, yeah, you can't really see him that well, but he's got little round rosettes on his body and these defined stripes, and then the marbling. Because Bengals come either marbled or like spotted. And I don't think he's not I don't think he's full-blooded, but when I first adopted him, I didn't know a Bengal cat was like a breed. I didn't know anything about it. I've always been a person who just adopts homeless animals. I don't really question what their breed is. I just, But anyway, when I first adopted him and he was a little kitten, he was crazy. It's just like his behavior was so off the charts. Like he would leap. Tiny kitten just leaping into the air like a wildcat. And I'm like, his behavior was just so weird. He was constantly meowing and chirping. This weird sounds that I'm not used to with the cat. And so I started looking online. I thought maybe this is a breed that I'm not familiar with. And that's when I found the Bengal, and I started looking into that. And he has all the behaviors and the markings and the body shape. So with a Bengal, they have like an elongated body and a smaller head in proportion to their body, and that's what he looks like when he's standing up. His head's small and his body's super long, and he's very lean and muscular. And then they also have this feature where in the sunlight their fur will like sparkle, and his fur, it does that in the sunlight, it sparkles. So after observing his behavior, his wildness, compared to like a more domestic, traditional cat, I just decided I think he's got Bengal, because he's got all the marks and the behaviors. And then my poor older cat, Vincent, has had to put up with this young cat. Anyway, I really love them. I enjoy them. These are my little sweethearts. And this is our life in the truck. Well, I'm going to get back on the road here. I'm over here in Missouri. I got to head on over to my delivery place. And I just stopped here to get some fuel and coffee, and I'm gonna head back out. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.